Ooh, it said preparing.
Redirected. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna see if I can.
See if I can see us.
Yeah. Oh, I see you. I see me. Hi, people.
Yay! Technology.
Right? Okay.
Yep. See if
All
I can
right.
see us.
Do
Oh, I
you
see
see
us.
you? I see me. Hi, people.
Yay! Technology.
We figured
Right.
this stuff
Yep.
out.
See if
All
I can
right.
see us.
Do
Oh, I
you
see
see
you. Now
you?
just lower that. We'll be good to go.
Hi,
Yay!
people. All right. Oh,
Technology.
where'd it go? Okay, here you are. I am trying, people, I'm trying to tag Carrie, so just bear with us for just a minute.
I have to
Technology.
say, so it was a full moon last night, which it was funny. We were debating as we were out last. Is it a full moon? Is it not? I'm like, oh, it's like beaming right in. Like it's a full moon. Yeah. We're trying to get it together. Technology was in total full moon yesterday too. Just not wanting to do it. Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Here we
Here
go,
we go.
tag. Yay.
All right. All right. We're back into it.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Hands off. Done.
Okay. Now we were not going to sit here and chat with you guys about like technology. Um, that wasn't
I
where we
mean,
were
we
going.
could, but yeah.
We
Oh,
could,
that's
but that's not
funny.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, we actually wanted to talk about. I did a video about it yesterday, but we have been chatting with so many people, and I actually had a meeting with a lovely woman this morning who's probably at the end of her weight loss journey, but it's been a long road because she was doing for the longest time the super starvation, the super strict diet, the my it's working for my friend, and so it should work for me. Doing those things, them not working, and then her like going back into the spiral of guilt and shame and binge eating and gaining any weight that she lost and then some.
Yeah.
Um, so I know Bonnie's shaking her head because she totally knows this, right? Like firsthand, but it's
Yeah.
we've been hearing it more and more, and it that is not the way. This is not the way. It's everything you were taught, like raised when I was like growing up. You just eat less, and yes, it'll work for a little bit, but we got to find what works for you, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm shaking my head. A lot of you, if you followed me for a long time, or if you and I have had a talk, you know that this is how I started. It's how probably many of you have started because I've talked to a lot of you guys. And I hear this story so often. And it's, Joe Schmo down the street or Jane Smith down that street.
Yeah.
Like it works so well for them. Yeah, you're right. It did. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's perfect for you. Like one of the things that I did before I lost weight, and even with my dairy allergy, man, I was trying everything, like all the easy stuff. Let me do this thing and that thing. It's going to be so much easier. And in the end, the thing that was the easiest is the one that I was avoiding the most. And it's just figuring out what worked for
Yeah.
me. It
Yeah,
wasn't as
because
overwhelming as I thought it would be.
yeah, because we're taught or it's marketed to us that the solution is outside of you. It's not. The solution is in here. Bonnie and I can guide you to figure out what works for you. But it's not do this, do this, do this. It's let's figure it out together. It's not take the supplement. It's not eat the, it's figure out what works for you. And some of you might still be in that mindset like, no, that's not it.
Yeah. Well, the chick that hung up on me the other day is in that mindset.
Oh yeah.
What she wanted was a step-by-step process. And when I didn't give that to her, it was very upsetting.
Yeah.
And who knows what she thinks now. I'm hoping that some seeped in, and I'm hoping you guys learn from the things that you're hearing, not only from us, but like other things that we're putting out there.
Yeah.
That, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't. You just have to have such an open mind that you're willing to listen to the questions we have, work through the exercises we have, listen to the videos and the guidance that we put out there so that you can tap into your brain, tap into your body, tap into your spirit, and
Yeah.
figure this out for yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, we are like, especially women, man, we are so intuitive.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
give ourselves enough credit for that.
Yeah. And once you learn this, you can do this throughout your entire life. You shouldn't need to buy my supplements or my food for the rest of your life. Like, obviously, we're here if you need to come back and need a refresh, but like, if you learn how to tune into your intuition, you have a lifestyle. People talk about lifestyle, but they don't teach it. You're going to learn it when we help you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talk lifestyle. That is the whole thing because over all these years since I first lost weight, because that was way back in 2003, you guys, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Like I would have gained so much more weight with the boys, with the fertility, had I not been already just living that lifestyle, had I not already gotten that lesson. Because there's this intuitive process that you go through. And over time, you just don't even think about it anymore. It just happens
Yeah.
where you're mindful, where I go to restaurants now and in the car, usually what happens is Brian will drive and then I'm in the passenger seat, or if it's reversed, he does the research. But it's basically looking at the restaurant. Like if we're asked to go out to eat, I always look at the restaurant. Well, now it's for the boys as well. But for me, it's can I order things there? Not
Yeah.
just for the dairy thing. That I've been doing this for very long, much longer than the dairy thing. Can I eat things there? Will I be able to order without like drawing such a spotlight to myself?
Ooh, good one. Yeah.
I just and many of us do this where like you don't want the spotlight on you, but you
Yeah.
don't have a choice. Like you have to say these things. And a lot of
Yeah.
times I'll sit in a chair or like I'll have the wait staff go around the table and do me last, and
Don't
it's
scare them first. No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
well, not even that. Like, as a waitress and a bartender, like you have to remember things.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
And
never wrote anything down when I waited tables.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, when
Yeah.
when you're the first person, this poor person has to remember everybody's stuff plus your stuff at the beginning. I'd
Yeah.
rather do it at the end. Spotlight's not on me. Everybody's already ordered. They're off in their own conversations again. So by the
Yeah.
time it's to me, it's not as hard to remember, first of all. Second, everybody's back to doing their own thing, so the spotlight's off me. So
Yeah.
I don't have to stress about it and I don't have to worry about it. And like I'm a total extrovert, you guys, but like the last thing I want is to be the person in the room that makes things difficult.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, when I go to workshops, when I Thanksgiving with the family, I always bring a dish.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm going to a workshop, I went to one workshop and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna serve everybody lunch, da da da." And this was like, I think 2015. And I went and I knew better.
Yeah.
They served everybody pizza.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was lunch.
Yeah.
They brought in pizza. As a
Yeah.
planner, I understand. As somebody who has food allergies and sensitivities and
Yeah.
eats a certain lifestyle,
Yeah.
it was a major challenge for me. And I ended up like, I just totally missed the lunch session because I know if you miss something, then you get hungry and here comes your sugar kraken.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
don't like the kraken. The
Yeah.
kraken's got to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Kraken gotta go. It's funny. So I'm doing a workshop in a couple weeks and I'm gonna serve some snacks, but I'm gonna have an ingredient list right next to every single one so that they know exactly what's in it. For people that do have any allergies or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting that we have that mindset, but just the average workshop is like, we'll just bring you some sandwiches and pizza and there you go.
Yeah. And here, breakfast, continental breakfast. Here's your dairy yogurt
Yeah.
and your
And a muffin.
pastry. your
But it
cheese.
ain't like that forever. Like, yeah. So we get it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So we also want to talk about Valentine's Day. I have a lot of birthdays coming up. Bonnie's birthday's next week. Ah.
I share my
So
birthday months with a lot of people, and you know who you are.
yeah, I wish that was me, but it's not. And so there's lots of temptation, right? But there's also, when we talk about lifestyle, we talk about figuring out where you want to indulge or whatever and how to get back on track, right? Because there were years ago that I would just be eating chocolate cake, for 10 days straight because, oh, I had an excuse every single day, right? Like upset cake, party cake, good mood cake, like, right? So we wanted to talk a little bit about that because it's okay, right? If that happens, it's okay. But how like what's your plan to get back on track? And we wanted to do a little exercise with you all, and we would love to hear one, like how'd the weekend go on Monday? So the challenge is on Monday. We're going to put the link into our community. We want you to come into the community, and on that post we want to hear what happened this weekend without guilt, without shame. What has happened? Because I have a birthday party tomorrow night. Like, what has happened?
Yep.
What you did about it to get back on track or didn't. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
So,
and for those of you guys, Carrie's got birthday party this weekend, right? We have Valentine's Day party. Then we've got a trip down to Austin for some birthday parties this weekend.
yeah.
So I'm very curious about what's going to pop up on Monday.
Yeah.
With you guys. And I'll put mine in there.
I was going to say me too, because I'm having cake. Like, I'm going to have a piece of cake. So
yeah, see, I'm not a big cake fan, but I will tell you guys, because all of our birthdays are so intertwined in February, if someone comes to my birthday or if we go to theirs, we always have that person's favorite thing. So it's kind of one of those things you feel like you should eat that or you shouldn't eat that. Yeah. And there's some ways to navigate it, but I'll pop in and I'll share mine on Monday. I'll share what I do on Monday. Like, no questions asked, I will share it. Especially because my sister and I, when we went to our girls' weekend in New York, we introduced our friend Trish to, the Crunchies and Carvel ice cream cakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they sell the Crunchies separately now.
But of course they do.
Yes. I was excited because I can't do the ice cream cakes, but they now make dairy-free ice cream in their shop. So when we were there, we had, like, my friend lived down the street from Carvel, and my sister and I were like, we're going, like, even if it's on the way to the airport, we are stopping there, right? Because we grew up when, like, our Carvel closed down, I think like 2 or 3 years after I left home, and I was 30 at the time.
Oh,
yeah. So it was there for a very long time. But then we saw the Crunchies on the side, and we introduced Trish to the Crunchies, and she's like, I could just eat the Crunchies. I was like, I know. So we'll see what happens this weekend, because now that we've introduced her to them and she understands, like, our obsession with these things. Because even, my birthday back home, it was like blizzard every other year. It's just this is the timing.
Yeah, true.
This is the timing for it. My mom always made sure to have a Carvel ice cream cake from the ice cream shop. So I never, I don't really like cake. I like cupcakes and I like ice cream cake.
Yeah.
So, and I like brownies.
Yeah. Oh, brownies.
So those are my three. So we'll see what happens this weekend, and I will report in too. I'll be.
Me too. Because we got stuff going on this weekend, so we're human too. So let's talk about that. Who wants to be in the conversation? We will put the link to the community, and you can join in that. So
yeah, and we might have a little surprise or two giveaway if you hop in and join this conversation.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, guys. So
awesome plans. So we want to know how you felt after your party weekend.
Yeah.
And remember not to
beat yourself up.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up. Don't go with the hype.
Yeah, don't go with the hype. Yeah.
No,
yep.
Yeah,
that. All that. So, yay. Okay, well, we will touch base on Monday. So make sure to share on Monday and we'll put the link in the comments.
Absolutely. We'll see you later, ladies. Bye.
Bye.
I could do that.